With the drawdown, we're at 95,000 a day, approximately. We are on track to continue to move through the drawdown. We'll stay at 95,000 for another 45 days or so, and then we'll begin the drawdown towards 50,000 by the 1st of September. I feel today very comfortable with that.
Did you ever wrestle with that, wonder if you'd made the right decision?
Well, it was a terrible burden. Having recommended that we conduct the surge, I knew when I did it, it was going to be difficult times ahead. I knew that what we were going to ask our soldiers, sailors, airmen, Marines to do would go into very difficult areas that had become safe havens and sanctuaries. So in the May, June timeframe, when casualties were going up, it was a very difficult time for the force and for me.
Faith that you had made the right decision?
I believed all along that I had made the right decision. I saw the indicators, even in the beginning, that we were able to eliminate the safe havens and sanctuaries, even though it was at a cost, that the strategy would work. I'm just hoping that it would break. And finally, in July, August, it broke. And we started to see a significant decrease in casualties. We started to see a significant increase in Iraqis now starting to come forward and starting to assist us, and the Iraqi security forces taking over.
The current commander-in-chief was not a supporter of the surge.
To be honest with you, I've never talked to him about the surge. What he always has said to me is, we are where we are in Iraq. We've made some good progress in Iraq. We have an opportunity here. It's important we finish this out right. We all have emotions here. You all work under strain. But it's controlling your emotions during the most critical times when things are not going right. And people look to you at how you are dealing with that situation. So it's important to control those emotions. That said, what I would say is privately, I think a lot about the things I've been through. I think a lot about these young men and women. I think a lot about the impact it's had on them. It's important as a leader you understand that, but you can never let that affect how you make decisions. I think it's not fair for me to say whether I think it's fair or not. I think it's more important about what it does to the institution. My personal opinion is it's probably time to do it. But the more important thing, again, is how it's done. And that's really what I think we should focus on. In the Army, as well as all the other services, we've always looked for the individual who's well-rounded, who's athletic, who's smart, who can think on his feet, who's a natural leader. All of those apply. What I would just argue is we're challenging them now even more than we have before. It's just not about warfare. It's not about fighting and killing the enemy. It's about determining what's the best way to achieve our objective. And sometimes that's through a very non-lethal way. And it's going to take incredibly intelligent and savvy individuals to make those decisions. The last thing that I will carry with me is this belief I have in these young men and women that are serving today, their commitment, their dedication, and that I've had the joy to work with so many great young men and women. It's really opened my eyes to this is a hell of a generation of young people we have today.
Sounds like you're leaving.
Not yet.
Before 2011?
Not yet. Well, that's somebody else's decision. We'll see. I think I'll probably leave before 2011, but that'll be somebody else's decision.
Last movie you saw?
Valentine's Day.
What's on your iPod that you're listening to?
Frank Sinatra.
When was the last time you cried?
This morning.
What for?
An email that was sent to me about it was a story about a Marine who went to visit somebody in the hospital.